Okay. So, Ostara, spring equinox. Today's Sabbath celebrates the arrival of spring and was named for the Saxon goddess Ostara. Ostara is the goddess of spring and the dawn, whose worship goes back to ancient pagan Teutonic Saxon cultures. Contemporary pagans of many paths honor her at spring equinox time. The Christian festival of Easter was named for her, and the Easter bunny baskets and colored eggs that are part of springtime and Easter celebrations in America, Europe, and other parts of the world are also rooted in her lore and her symbology. Now, very little about Ostara in the way of ancient lore has survived to reach us. But like our ancestors, we have an inner knowing, a yearning for Ostara and the return of spring. Our modern conveniences, although a blessing of sorts, take us out of the natural rhythms of the seasons. So we do not or cannot really understand fully what the return of spring meant to our forebears. Yet we do understand and share the desire for and love of Earth's beauty and her bounty. It is the same but different, longing for the end of winter. We will celebrate tonight. We will celebrate this Ostara with a guided journey through budding trees and blossoming flowers, reflecting on what we would like to bring forth into the coming months, into the spring months that follow. And we will close our evening with some divination of some oracle cards. All right, and now I'm going to introduce you to Leighton, and she's going to take us on a guided journey to get us into our temple. So sit back and get comfortable.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to be taking you to our astral temple now. If you could sit back and relax, close your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. So we're going to go in, hold for a second out through the mouth. We want to do that again. In through the nose, kind of clearing out that energy from the top of our head to the tips of our toes. Out through the mouth. We're going to take one more deep breath. And while you're holding that in, and as you release, I want you to open up your mind. And I want you to imagine that you're standing on the path at the edge of a small forest. As you stand before the opening into the trees, the cool breeze from the forest is inviting you to enter. The waxing gibbous moon is large enough to illuminate the forest, and the path is clear and broad. It is easy to follow, so you step into the forest. The peace of the forest is total. Suddenly, you hear the haunting cries of an owl, and the forest becomes alive with the sound of crickets and other creatures of the night. It is as if they are encouraging you to take a few more steps into their home. And so you do. As you walk on, you begin to hear the sound of running water. You can tell that the water's gentle, and you walk in the direction of the sound. It feels good to have your feet touching Mother Earth, and as you continue walking on the damp ground, you can feel the coming of the early spring. Shortly, in front of you, opens a little clearing in the forest. It's lit up by the slightly waning moonbeams. You notice that in the middle of the clearing is a small pool. The pool is being fed from a stream cascading down a small rocky slope. As the pool is filling to overflowing, the water leaves the pool on the other side and continues its journey back into the forest. Here in this clearing, there are some rocks where you can sit. The rocks are cool from the moon shining down from the opening in the treetops. You walk to the largest of the rocks and take a seat on it. It's as if the rock were made just for you to sit on, and it cradles your body and holds you steady. You just sit here for a few minutes in silence, listening to the sounds of the forest and the water all around you. Your eyes are closed and your heart is full of joy. In a few moments, you begin to sense the gentle presence of another being brushing by. You open your eyes, and sitting all around you is everyone present here today. Your heart is open and ready to receive the god and the goddess.
Maria, can you unmute yourself, please? That goes for you too, Michael.
Unmute here. Sorry. Okay, now let us purify the temple with an aromatic cleanse. Please light your incense and wave the incense in your room and all around you. Alternatively, you can use a cleansing spray. I'm pretending because I can't get lighting. Okay. So may the positive energy of the universe surround you, flow through you, and bring peace to your mind, love to your heart, and calm to your spirit. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
The circle is cast by each of us and opens into our temple by just doing a circle in your own room, taking a moment to visualize and feel the astral temple. I summon the circle I summon. Power and peace and protection will come in and bind to the womb of our spiritual birth through water and fire and air and earth. As above, so below, the circle is sealed.
By the earth that is her body, by the earth, mother of us all, by the earth, future and past, the circle is cast, the circle is cast.
By the air that is her breath, by the air, sweet wind of life, by the air from the first to the last, the circle is cast, the circle is cast.
By the fire that is her bright spirit, by the fire, light in the darkness, by the fire, warmth in the chill of evening, the circle is cast, the circle is cast.
By the water that is her blood, by the waters, the calm and the flood, by the living waters, running slow, running fast, the circle is cast, the circle is cast.
Hammer, hallow this steed, by Thor's might which upholds us, by Frigga's wisdom which guides us, by Odin's hand which guards us, by Heimdall's watch which shields us, and by Freya's love which blesses us, hammer hallow, and hold this holy steed.
The wheel of the year turns once more, and the vernal equinox arrives. Light and dark are equal, and the soil begins to change. The earth awakens from its slumber, and new life springs forth once more. The sun draws ever closer to us, greeting the earth with its welcoming rays. Light and dark are equal, and the sky fills with light and warmth. The sun warms the land beneath our feet and gives life to all in its path. Spring has come, For this we are thankful. The divine is present all around, in the cool fall of a rainstorm, in the tiny buds of a flower, in the down of a newborn chick, in the fertile fields waiting to be planted, in the sky above us, and in the earth below us. We thank the universe for all it has to offer us and are so blessed to be alive on this day. Welcome life, welcome light, welcome spring.
Okay, I'm going to bring up a couple of pictures. Let's see. Here we go. And share my screen for everybody. Here we go. Okay, let's make this wider. Oops. Okay. So on your screen, you should see pictures of eggs, all different colors. So what I want you to do, I want you to take a good look at all these eggs and find the one that draws to you. So pick an egg, pick a color, pick an egg, pick one egg. And I want you to keep that in your mind. So pick your egg and close your eyes. Now you've got that egg and you're holding it in your hands. I want you to keep the image of this colored egg that you chose. I want you to keep that in your mind. And I want you to imagine yourself holding your egg gently in your palms. And we're going to send a prayer to the goddess. This is an egg found. This is a prayer for all lost in acts of terror. This is an egg in hand. This is a prayer for the healing of souls in confusion and pain. This is an egg not thrown. This is a prayer for justice, not mindless revenge. This is an egg never to be thrown. This is a prayer for peace. Now take a deep breath while you continue to hold your egg lovingly in your hand for our meditation. Okay. Settle back and get comfortable. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And another deep breath in, filling your belly and your chest, and exhaling slowly and consciously. Keeping your eyes closed, gazing at your egg. Gently and surely bringing your attention more and more to your breath. Feeling your breath as you inhale, deep down into your belly, noticing if your belly expands as you inhale, and then exhaling. Noticing if how your belly contracts as you breathe out. And now breathe deeply down through your entire body, out of the soles of your feet, and imagine a beam of energy moving skillfully down from your body deep into the earth, past stones, past pools of water, rich, moist earth and sand, deep into the molten core of the earth. You may drink up the deeply nourishing and anchoring energy that she offers you freely. You may notice a warmth or a color that begins to gently spread up your legs, your body, arms, and head, letting it ground you in her strength and steadfastness. And now imagine this beam of energy moving up through the top of your head, connecting to a beautiful, shimmering rainbow overhead, a source of light and inspiration and connection to the loving spirit of all things. Imagine that you may drink freely of this revitalizing and compassionate energy that is being offered to you, letting it gently shower down over your head, your neck, blending and balancing with the earth energy down your arms, your trunk, and legs, offering you a sense of balance and protection. You are surrounded and held in the safety and love of the goddess. And so safely and tenderly held, begin to imagine a beautiful spring garden. Perhaps it's with tulips and snowdrops beginning to peek their green heads above ground. Some may even be budding or blooming. And perhaps dozens of yellow flowers, yellow as the spring sun, which brings it to life. You may pause to explore your garden, smelling the fresh and fragrant spring air, feasting your eyes on the greens, yellows, reds, and purples of your garden. As you do so, you notice that the sun is also shining on you, warm and revitalizing. A soft spring breeze caressing your skin, heralding the awakening. There is a deliciousness in the moment which you may pause to savor. And finding a comfortable place in your garden to rest, gently bring your attention to your egg, holding it gently in your palm, marveling at the potential and light living in the middle of your egg, waiting for you to invest it with form and substance. And so bringing to mind what it is that you would like to bring forth in your own life this spring. Reflecting on what would support the growth and blooming of your hopes or ideas, and leaving room for the magic of unfolding in ways that you may not be able to imagine just now. Letting all this flow into your egg through your hands and blowing gently onto your egg, breathing life and form into your egg, blessing your egg with love and hope. And as with all potentials filled with seeds of hope, you may now plant your egg. Plant your egg into the earth, watching as it seeds, as it sends roots deep into the mother, peeks its head out above the earth, and draws in the strength and warmth of the sun, joining the rest of the flowers and plants of your garden. And in doing this, knowing that you also plant your hope and your dream into your own rich, earthy self. You are the earth and ground of your hopes and dreams. the light that warms and brings forth. You are the gardener of your possibilities, aided and joined by the nourishment that surrounds you always, freely given. And so, breathing in deeply of this knowing, letting it find a gentle home in your awareness, a gentle home in your heart. And now it is time to leave your garden. So, pausing to thank yourself for taking this time, begin to very softly bring your attention back to your breath, taking a gentle but deep breath in, sensing your belly and chest filling, and exhaling slowly and consciously. Gradually beginning to notice sensations, how you are sitting in your chair, how your feet may touch the floor, and breathing again in and out. Each breath bringing you more and more back to here and now, returning to the circle. And now stretching if you like, opening your eyes as you are ready, and taking a few moments to look around your space, noticing colors, feeling the air of the room, and one last big breath in, feeling your belly and chest, and exhaling, allowing yourself to return completely and wonderfully back to the circle. Now that everybody is back, I'd like you to go ahead and take a look at the screen that I've put up. And this is where you want to pay attention to the color that your egg was that you picked. What color egg did you pick? And you can see on the screen what the colors represent. And usually when I have folks do this, they connect with their visions that they had for the meditation for what color they chose. And remember that eggs hold the universe within them. They have all that is needed within the fragile shell to nourish and sustain growth and coming into being, a birthing of new possibility. You have blessed your egg with whatever it is that you would like to see grow in your life. But you are also your own egg. You bring forth your hope, birthing it into its infancy. You call upon the abundance that life surrounds you with, and the abundance that you carry within you to help you tend and nourish the growth of your own hopes or desires. Now, let's bring up that giant egg again. Okay. And where? So what we're going to do, so let me remove the gray spot. There we go. Okay. I want you to focus. I want you now to, I'm going to invite you all to focus on what came up for you during the meditation. What came up for you? What was it that you blessed your egg with? And you may also reflect on how you or your wish might hatch and grow. And what I'm doing with this giant egg is I'm inviting everyone here to add, if you'd like to share, and I'm going to add it to the egg. And let's see. Here we go. For instance, I'll put mine here. Peace and love. And hopefully that's correct because I have it in white. Yeah, it is. Okay, but I don't want to leave it white. There we go. That would be me. So I am going to have Leighton unmute, please. And so if anybody would like to add to the egg, please either unmute yourselves and give us what came up for you during the meditation and what your wishes are for the coming spring season. And or you can put it in the chat as well. Leighton will be monitoring the chat as well. So Maria, Mike, David, do you guys want to add to the egg?
Don't be shy, everybody. It's fine.
And
I actually typed mine into the chat, Misty.
I saw that. And what was that again, Leighton?
Self-love.
Oh, I like it. Okay.
Just being gentle with myself for everything I've accomplished so far and what I still want to do.
I like it. Okay. Perfect.
Maria, I had the blue egg too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. My own thought was nourish and renew myself.
Is that what you want to add to the egg, Maria?
Yes, please.
Nourish and renew yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That looks like, oh, Sea Love, you had a blue egg too. You picked the blue one. Nice. Now with the blue egg, that was good health and clear skies.
So I
Is
suck
that-
at spelling. Can somebody tell me how to spell renewal?
That's fine. Just say renew. Nourish and renew self.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly. I hate to admit
That's
that.
simple.
I just did to everybody.
And Frida had the blue egg.
And it actually fits on the egg.
I picked the pink egg.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So love and friendship and oh, Michaela picked pink also. Oh. Michaela, do you want to add to the egg?
Yeah, so I was just thinking of like, I'm trying to get a new job and change careers, and pink seemed like a perfect egg for that.
I think so.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So career success?
Yeah, new path.
Okay.
And Frida, I don't know if you saw, Frida is wanting to grow like more healing.
Okay.
Obviously Michaela's color resonated with her, and did anybody else have anything besides blue or the blue egg peeps? Did you guys feel like the good health and the clear skies resonated with you too?
What did Frida say again? I'm sorry.
She said, I had the blue egg, and coincidentally, I'm desiring healing.
Okay. Healing. Okay. You're going to have to help me out here. I know there's a lot going on in the chat. Okay.
The shrink's not. It's okay.
Okay. Who else?
Sea Love said with the blue egg, self-love for all, inspiration, individuality, perseverance, and strength.
Okay, you gotta help me out with perseverance.
PERSEVERANCE.
Thank you. Okay, self-love for all, perseverance. What else?
Individuality and strength.
I like that. And strength, just kidding, I can get that one. Okay. Woohoo, I like that one. Okay. Look at that. I love this. Peace and love, self-love, nourish and renew self. Wow. A lot of healing and self-love going on, looks like. Okay, any others?
For remembrance.
Nice.
Sharing what you want to grow with it.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Put an M after the ME.
Oh, sorry. Oops.
You can't fix it, just cover it up.
Oh dear. Yep. Okay. There we go. Okay. I don't want to delete everybody, so sorry.
Lots of love. Just think of it as
People
lots
are
of
going to
love.
look at that and think that I said something really crass and horrible.
Remember. That's not right?
Nope. And you're still missing a vowel and another
You're missing
consonant.
an E and an
I
M.
mean, oh, ANCE though,
There
right?
you
There you
go.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Hey, you and James have the same problem. Spelling.
I'm glad to know I'm not alone.
No, you're not alone. There are a lot of people. It's okay. It's all good.
Paul said he had growth, inspiration, prosperity, abundance, and self-compassion.
Okay.
What color was your egg, Paul? Green.
Oh, nice. Okay. So growth, prosperity.
Inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
abundance,
Mm-hmm.
and self-compassion. I feel like we all are trying to be kinder to ourselves right
Yeah,
now.
sure,
And that's
yeah.
really great.
I agree. I agree. Anybody else? I don't want to make sure we didn't miss anybody.
I think Mike put in self-healing.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Self-healing. Oops. No text. Okay.
I think we're missing somebody.
Okay. You want to scroll through the chat to make sure we didn't miss anybody?
Did we get Michaela on there?
I did get Michaela on
the
there.
pink
Yeah.
egg? Okay, okay.
Let's see, Love, Michael, Paul, Frida, Michaela. I think that's
I think we
everybody.
got everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we got everyone. Yay! So take a look at this egg, everybody, and I'm gonna see if I can find a way to remove the blotchy area, but so this is wonderful and a lot of yeah, a lot of self-care. So everybody wants some healing and absolutely it's a perfect time for it too. So remember this. And if anybody would like a copy of this, just reach out to me through our email, spiralearthexplorations@gmail.com, and I will send it out. I could even post it on Facebook also. So
Yeah.
let me go up here and save this. Save. Okay, there we go. Oh, I really like that. Okay. Okay, I'll stop sharing. So I didn't catch what everybody's eggs were. So I know a lot of you had blue. What were the colors that people picked? We had blue. I did a pink. I know Michaela did pink. Was it mostly pink? Oh, we had a green.
Paul did green, yeah. I don't think we
Mike?
had,
I was black.
Oh yeah.
and
that
David
does
was
not-
black.
You guys, that doesn't surprise me.
David, the outlier.
Well, awesome. I love doing the eggs. That's really awesome. Okay. So now we get to head on to thank you everybody for participating in that. It was really nice. So now we're going to have our feasting, so our cakes and ale. And while everybody's enjoying that, we're going to do some divination. So I'm going to unspotlight myself. So that David can take us into our cakes and ale blessing.
All right, everyone, go ahead and take a hold of, whatever you have to snack on right now. I am drinking a Stone Hazy IPA and a lovely piece of green matcha cake.
Nice.
I
Nice.
ask the gods for their blessings upon this food and drink before us, this astral temple around us, this family joining us, and the love between us. May you never go hungry. May you never thirst. Blessed be.
Blessed be. Wonderful. And before I take a bite of my Ghirardelli sea salt and caramel, I'm gonna take care of the divination portion. So I have these oracle cards. These are called, I have several actually, but I chose Wisdom of Avalon. I thought it would be good for today, Wisdom of Avalon. And so what I want everybody to do is pick a number between 1 and 5. So pick a number between 1 and 5. A number between 1 and 5. Okay, everybody got their numbers in their minds? Okay. Let's start with number 1. So if you chose number 1, the card is communication. So communication card. And let me read to you what that is going to represent for you. So all those that picked number 1, communication. All right. So communication, you are clear and straightforward when you are you clear and straightforward when you communicate with others? Do you have difficulty asking for what you need? This marker reminds you of many things related to how you speak to the world and how it speaks to you. It asks you to be clear and to seek clarity in all communications between yourself and others in your life. Perhaps you need to call someone or write a letter. Do you need to connect with someone you haven't talked to in a while? Do you need to clarify something that remains cloudy between you and another? Drawing this card indicates that it's timely to do so, for communication at this moment is highlighted in all areas of your life. This card notes that communication is not just between human beings. Your spirit guides, angels, and other helpers on your path are always trying to get your attention. Are you open to their messages? That's important. Are you open to their messages? Ask and you will know. Look and you will see. Listen and you will hear. Sense and you will feel. Communication is not just about talking at someone or at something or someone. In Avalon, the sacred wisdom was gained by developing receptivity and learning to listen. That means listening with our guts too. So intuition. Nice. So that's for all of you that picked number 1. I didn't pick number 1. Okay, let's move on to number 2. Number 2, for those of you that picked number 2, wow, okay. We have fear. So for those of you that picked number 2, we have fear. Let's see what that's about. I don't think I've ever picked that card before. All right, so fear. So for those that picked number 2, you have fear, and it says, so this card asks you to identify how fear may be affecting you on this part of your journey. Are you afraid of failure? Perhaps you're worried about success and the changes it brings as it pushes you to be all you can be. Are you afraid of losing something you don't have? Is your fear valid? Have you seen actual evidence of adversity and trouble? Or are you seeing false evidence, which gives the appearance of being real? So I was taught by my mentor, James Van Praagh, that fear is an acronym for false ego appearing real. That kind of goes with what this is talking about. So fear is a crippling companion and indicates a loss of faith and connection to the divine. But remember that the God and Goddess doesn't give you anything you can't handle. Fear comes from the part of you that identifies with separation, division, and form. To release yourself from it, remember that you are first and foremost an infinite soul. Look through those eyes and the fear will subside as you remember to trust the way of the mystery. Don't struggle with fear. Look inside, see the part of you that is afraid, and send love. This is part of that self-healing. Send love, light, and compassion inward. This would be a very good time to write an inventory of your fears and their possible solutions. Once on paper, you may find that you've been afraid of fear itself. And this is an auspicious omen of transformation. Auspicious omen of transference. This is wonderful. So I love the idea of putting it on paper. I tell a lot of my clients sometimes, let's take the stuff that's out here and put it down on paper, because then it comes concrete. You can actually visually see it and then check them off, get rid of them all. So that's a good one. Okay. Now, for those of you who picked number 3, I picked number 3. Oh, the suspense, the suspense. Okay. We have movement. Okay, movement. All right, movement. So number 3, for those of you who pick number 3, we have movement. Ooh, I wonder what that means. Okay. Movement. See. Okay. So movement. So this card reminds you that all things change as part of the cycle of life. This may portend a physical move, or it heralds a release from restriction and waiting. Rejoice, for changes in the air and new things are about to enter your world. This puts you on notice that it's time to broaden your horizons as you move forward on your path. You may travel to new and foreign places, both physically and inwardly. It is fortunate and timely to do so. Nothing is ever meant to be static in the ways of the living mystery. Movement brings challenges that must not be resisted, for progress can only be made by letting go of what was and welcoming what is and what is yet to come. So this card is always an omen of a change for the better. Change for the better. Oh, that is welcoming. Definitely. Okay. All right. So number 4. Who picked number 4? We have, ooh, I like how these cards are kind of going together. So we had fear, and then we had movement, and now we have risk. So for those that picked number 4, the card is risk. All right. Risk. So for those of you who picked 4, you had risk. So this card brings excitement to your path. You cannot know the outcome of the action you're being called to take until you do it. In this way, you're required to be blind in the forest for a time. risking all you know and all you've acquired on your journey for the potential of something better. Perhaps the training you required demands faith in what you cannot experience with your five senses. But reliance on the sixth sense, your intuition, can provide you with another type of sight to aid you in your journey. Very important questions can be answered now. Is engaging in the situation worth the risk, or does my inner sight tell me to wait until another opportunity comes? Am I willing to learn a lesson of defeat in surrender to the promise of unknown potential? Pray for guidance and ask for a sign. If the answer is yes, take the risk. If no, rest, regroup, and wait on the will of the divine mystery. Another sacred journey marker may reveal the answer. So I might put that aside and ask about that a little bit later to you guys. Okay. Now we have, so those that picked number five. Ooh, we have the owl. The owl is number 5. Okay. What does the owl have to say to those of you that picked number 5? The owl lends you eyes that you need in order to see the dark around you. The owl can cut through the shadows to illuminate the real truth. Someone may be trying to camouflage his or her real intentions. Deceit, lies, and unclear intentions are exposed with owl energy. The owl also reminds you to be honest with yourself and snap out of any lies or denial inside of you. Lying to yourself is the way that you'll remain lost in a prison of your own making. The owl appears to ask you to seek the truth in the darkest places within yourself. This will set you free and restore you to wholeness. All is well with the owl to guide you. Deep wisdom into human nature is gained through the ability to recognize untruths. Owl is an important and powerful ally. That was number 5. That's a good one. Now, I want to go back to the risk one. So those of you that picked number 4, because what this mentioned at the end of the reading was to pick another card to clarify this. So revealing the answer about the risk of should you or shouldn't you type of thing. So how many of you picked number 4 and had risk? Oh gosh. Okay. Mike, you did.
I did.
Mike did. Who else?
I did.
Okay, and Michaela did as well too. So David, Michaela, Mike, anybody else? You want to write it in the chat? Okay, so just the 3 of you? Okay, so give me 1 second because I'm going to grab the cards. All right, so for the 3 of you that picked risk, I'm going to draw another card for a more in-depth answer to, here's the cards. Okay. I need to. Okay. So the clarification for those of you that picked risk is the water fairy. Oh, so you've got some guides that are going to help you there, it looks like. Feelings and emotions. So let me take a look at that. All right, so to clarify the risk, when the water fairy swims up to you with her liquid magic, she reminds you that emotions and feelings may be running the show. She asks you to consider how you really feel about things and why. She also reminds you that you are not your feelings, you are the one experiencing them. Remember that as water flows, emotions change. The water fairy also tells you that it's time to lose your rigidity, be fluid and willing at times to compromise and allow change to happen. If you're happy right now, enjoy, for the water fairy swirls her love around you. If things are making you sad, she comes to wash away your tears. The water fairy knows the power of emotions, so when she appears, be mindful of them and how they affect you. And remember, feelings are the fuel for manifesting. Be certain that you want to create what you're feeling. Allow your feelings to pass through and focus on the positive. The water fairy longs to smile at you in reflection. So, let me go back to risk. Take the risk or not take the risk? Okay, so what the water fairy is telling you as far as taking any risks, you got to use your intuition on that. I know that doesn't I know that doesn't sound too good, but really, if you listen to your intuition, to your gut feeling, and don't second guess yourselves, listen to it, because it takes a split second to second guess yourself. Go with that first gut feeling, and that's going to be the right move for you. So did that clarify it for you guys that had fear? Yeah. Okay. Goodness. Okay. All right. Well, it's that time that it concludes our ritual for tonight. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. And please remember your egg, and remember everything that you want to plant for this coming spring. Remember everything that we wrote on that egg. So a lot of self-care, which will naturally bring abundance to us, both monetarily and spiritually. So just keep it flowing, and be open to your guides, listening, using your intuition. Okay. All right. So thus the cycle continues. Spring is nigh upon us. Ostara takes root in our hearts and then blossoms in our deeds. We depart knowing her blessings. Peace to the west, peace to the south, peace to the east, and peace to the north. May the blessings of Ostara dwell ever in our hearts. Blessed be, and this circle is now open. May the circle be open but unbroken.
May the God and the Goddess be ever in our hearts.
Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again.
And
Merry meet again.
Goddess bless all of you. Happy Ostara. And hopefully we will see you again sometime soon. Blessed be everybody.
Blessed be.
Let's be
Blessed be, good night.
night.